let's look at something very important I love this morning to share. Um, Guess what it is? For the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we've been sharing, doing a mentorship series on direction for life for the young people who are on our Starting Life platform. And this morning, I'm going to share something very, very important. Already, we've shared something very, very specific directions to life and to the things you would want to desire. And then we shared a number of things very important. I wish I would, okay, let me just go through that. I believe it will be very important to you. Now, we shared some important things like specific directions. And I said, take a look at this. Number one is that if it is mastery you're looking for, you want to learn how to do something very, very well, the best thing you should do, you should consider doing, is to get a job in that area. All right. When you get a job in that area, even if as a clerk or maybe a messenger in that area, you would have better chances of learning on the job. All right. This is why apprenticeship always have a way of providing a better platform to learn than just your school academic activities. Now, but that doesn't mean that school academic activities are um, not sufficient or not enough. However, what you do on the field has a way to tell because you learn by trying to do it, and not just that you're doing it, the fact that you're doing it to achieve a specific result, that gives you a greater edge, in the things that you do. Unlike school, when you learn, mostly one of the things that happen in school, most of the things that happen in school is about your indoctrination towards the area they want you to be. So with indoctrination, maybe you would always keep it in consciousness. However, you learn more when you get to do it. So if you're looking for a mastery or mastery in any area, right? So opting for a job, it will be far better in any area. What job does is that it keeps you sustained. Why a job is better than just apprenticeship is that it keeps you sustained while you learn. It keeps you sustained while you learn. Unfortunately, most companies and firms that give job do not create job for you, for learners actually, because they are a business and business people don't want to get the liability into their business. So that's why you must go as a learner. It's far better you go as a learner if they have provision to be able to sustain you while you learn, and then you learn and you still deliver on a measurable aspect of the service you want to learn. That would be very, very fine. So if you're looking for wealth and money, it's not a job. All right. Perhaps if you do it for a long time, you may join the profit allocation or profit sharing quota of the firm you're working with, but it's not always like that. At the beginning, no company will be able to maybe pour money on you because you are looking for money. Simply go to learn and be a master. That will give you better edge. You know, of course, you don't start from 10 to count up. You start from 1 to count up. That's it. So if it is knowledge you're looking for, knowledge is a reward for those who pursue professional pursuits. You want to be a custodian of knowledge. You want to search out something, to know something, to be known for what you know. Then pursue professional development. Professional development gives you greater edge. To be known, to know something and be known for it. All right. The beautiful thing also is that most professional development, for instance, you get a job as a lecturer, you're pursuing any of those kind of things, you'll be sustained in them. That's provision that is also self-sustaining. But most times, as you learn in professional development, they don't pay you, or sustenance is poor. So you have to have all it takes to continue your learning. The same thing is applicable if what you're looking for is funds. If what you're looking for is fund, then you could find it better in businesses. Alright? Business gives financial rewards. So if you're looking for money, you need to start doing business. But then it doesn't just give, just because you want to do business does not mean that money will come. You need to have a value you give. So business gives financial rewards through values you provide. Through values you provide. This is very, very important. So if you don't have a value, you want to do business because you want to get money, no, I think you're making a mistake. So you need to have a value that you give that gives you reward for money. The implication of these three is this: job will engage you, but not as much as your professional pursuit will engage you. Okay, let's put it this way: Your professional pursuit and jobs will almost seem to sustain you, to engage you the same way. Businesses are rather more engaging because either as an entrepreneur or as a corporate person, you will have a lot to think about, a lot to work out, a lot of processes, a lot of things to learn, and you do it at the same time. Now, if you're looking for sustenance, say you're a student, you want to get some funds to sustain yourself, you need to learn a skill. That's what skills do. Give sustenance. Those who do craftsmen and on the road, they are sure that money will never lack in their hands, because even if the money for today finish, they go back to the shop tomorrow. Some things will come in. This is like that. So you learn a skill, he can always provide something. God will always want to provide for you through the skills you have. You know, that's it. And then, if you are looking for self-expression and self-satisfaction in life, as want to go, the direction for that is through your passion. You find your passion, you follow your passion, and you pursue it. As you pursue it, you discover you find expression for life. You find meaning, you know, for the things you know how to do. Alright? And then much more than that is that you gain satisfaction. It makes you feel like I have actually lived. I'm not just doing things because I want money, I'm doing what I love to do. So whether money is coming there from or not, that much you would love to do it because that's your passion. So pursuit of passion gives expression. Now, if you are looking for influence and loyalty, service and leadership gives influence and loyalty. So pursue to serve, and once you attain leadership positions, you have influence and you have loyalty. Same thing is applicable in every pathway that you want to go into. If you become a leader through it, or you start to serve in a position where you can work, people can trust you to work with you, then you have influence. Now, the pursuit of purpose and vision gives you fulfillment and peace. So, if what you're looking for is peace and a sense of fulfillment, then find your purpose and pursue it. That gives you everything you needed to have about peace of life, because you have opportunity to impact one person's life and you see their lives change for good. At the same time, you see yourself gaining more expression. So when we are teaching about purpose discovery, I always want to point out that passion has a lot to do with it, because in passion you gain self-expression, in purpose you gain impact, you gain fulfillment. All right. So same thing is applicable. If what you're looking for is companionship and support, the best way to get companionship and support is by marriage. It's marriage. So you will always get support, someone who can believe in your dreams, believe and always be with you when you get married. The same thing is applicable, hiring people in businesses, but you won't get it there. Selfless support and help comes from marriage. So if you have a big work, you have a big vision you want to drive, and it's going to be more weighty on you, I recommend you might think of getting someone who loves such visions. That is one of the big things, big secrets of marriage. But here is not the teaching of marriage, so I'm not going to go into it. So the other one, you want life, you want something to live for. Then you want prompting, like ability to be able to really live. In this world, you need to be spiritual. Spirituality gives you reality of life, right? That's just the truth. And it also gives you life, because that's what gives you the quickening to be able to do things, and the quickening really is a life. When people die, they lose quickening to be able to do it. When you are sick, you lose quickening. Now, once the spirit gets out of you, you are dead. So the spirit quickens you to be able to live. You have to be very spiritual to find a reason to live for in this life. I'm going to be dropping here today. Should I just run through it? I don't want this video to pass more than 10 minutes. So job gives you sustenance and mastery as rewards. Professionalism, professional pursuit gives you knowledge as reward and sustenance. Business gives you finance through value as rewards, but engages you more at the beginning. Skills give you sustenance as rewards. Pursuit of passion gives you self-expression and satisfaction as rewards. Influence and finance may follow. Service and leadership gives you influence and loyalty as rewards. Finance and affluence generally may come as a compensation, but it provides it. Pursuit of purpose and vision gives you fulfillment and peace, but it doesn't give funds at the beginning. It's very engaging, but comes it brings everything as a reward towards the end. Marriage gives you companionship and help. Spirituality gives you life, especially life eternal. This is from Joshua Ibabuchi, giving for the starting in life, for those starting their lives, seeking direction for life.